I think we are back here after our technical issue. Hello, my name is Boom Gonzalez. I'm with Sta.Lucia. And you're watching the continuing coverage of opening day of the very first professional volleyball league in the Philippines. It is the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, and the Creamline Cool Smashers take set number 1 and are ahead 4-1 here in set number 2. Am I right to say, Anne, that the first set it looked like Sta.Lucia Lady Realtors were trying to look for a little bit of chemistry on their side?
That you're on point. It's all about chemistry. There is no question about the skills of all of the players, but what we saw is that parang nangangapa pa. Trying to figure out what to do next.
Groping for form as Bobby Celso, our referee, clarifying something with Eliza Valdez, so we play on. And it will be a point. 4 touches will be called on Sta.Lucia Lady Realtors. Rica Reyes, Realtors 2, and Cool Smashers, Eliza Valdez 5 with a 1-set lead here. And Ilocos Norte, to be exact, the PCV Social, Civic, and Cultural Center in Baca. Phillips, anticipated well by the Cool Smashers. Pineda, Maizo Pontillas. The push to the other side. We got a rally here. Maizo smartly gets it off the block. Let me try to go through some of her achievements in the league. Talking about Aiza Maizo. Season 5, she was best server, best blocker. Season 6, she was finals MVP and season MVP. Season 7, finals MVP, best attacker. And season 11, conference MVP and conference best scorer. That's in the B-League only for Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Now she comes back here in the BVL, in this iteration of the B-League.
I'm not surprised hearing that long list, because indeed, especially during her time, she was really one of the best opposite attackers that we have.
And on cue, puts it away, the 2016 best opposite spiker also of the PCL, and she holds the record as the only player to win the finals MVP twice consecutively, and the first player winning both conference and finals MVP in the same conference. And of course, she won a championship. And just as we're saying that, one-time best server, there you go.
But she is an all-around player.
Yes, she is.
She is an all-around player.
The lasting memory that I have of Aiza Maizo is the face-painted one. When they won a championship. I think it was season 72.
Season, but yes, that image is something that is familiar.
Right? 6-all, and the Lady Realtors have come to life here in set number 2. And it is numero 8 who is doing the damage, the UST legend. And imagine that girl started off as a center in UST. She was a rookie, if I'm not mistaken. As Panaga finally kills the vibe for the Sta.Lucia Lady Realtors. She was a backup setter in 2005, talking about Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Another champion on your screens, Mitch Gumabaw. 7-6, Sabete. Ball comes back. Maizo, Phillips in the middle. Ayla Atienza was there. Galanza flies, but Phillips is steady. They dig it to the other side, and Sabete goes cross-court. Galanza will try again, flips it over, no. De Leon tries to trick the Cool Smashers, and they do. And they tie the match.
Energy that's infectious. Yung nakakahawang energy that, makes everyone feel alive.
Right. The way she said it, as MJ Phillips here finds a hole in the defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers, the way Eliza said it was, ay naku, boom. Tuntua ako dyan kay Tots at saka kay Pangs.
I can imagine her saying.
Exactly. Ganun ang pagkasabi niya. Sato gets the score, 10-9. I'm not making that up. You can ask her. That's what she said.
I don't know why. It's like I'm hearing her voice while you were saying it.
Alam mo yung hinawakan pa yung forehead na. Gia Morado back at the service deck. 9 serving 10. Check that. 10 serving 9 rather. Phillips. Oh, nobody behind. Nobody recovering. And Sato saying it's her fault. She wasn't able to react also.
Phillips
Thinking that there was somebody there.
just aiming the hand. And it's been the game, you know, for the attackers, targeting the hands of the blockers.
Sato, Phillips, waiting. Miscommunication between Reyes and De Leon. And this is where, you know, those practices and, you know, the lack of chemistry, yung amuyan nga. Yan, napag-usapan namin nila Jonah at saka nila Kai. Yan, yung wala pa daw sila sa point na kindatan at amuyan, alam na nila yung ginagawa ng mga teammates. They're not at that point yet. That's what they feel.
But, you know, that's very good awareness on their part. Because it means that, you know, just knowing that, even if wala pa kayo dun sa stage na yun, you know what to work on.
Right.
And it takes some time.
Right. But again, as Ann pointed out at the start of the conference, this is a single-round tournament, so you want to try to get some chemistry fast in this kind of a tournament. There's a service error by Mika Reyes there. Gives Pool Smashers a 3-point. And Risa Sato, who's a great server, let's hope I don't jinx it, is a great server, is on deck. De Leon, Sapete, check by Panaga. How about Panaga today? And has been solid on offense and defense for Coach Sherwin Meneses.
She's been doing very well at the net, and we've seen that, the challenge that she's bringing to the attackers of the Lady Realtors. And I guess ito yung kailangan isipin ng Lady Realtors at this point. Things are becoming predictable, and Panaga is just there everywhere, wherever they set the ball. They have to make it, you know, they have to make their opponent guess.
Aiza has been so good in this set number 2. Yun nung naupo siya ng set number 1 sa dulo, and might have been crucial for Aiza. She saw what was happening,
And
took a breath.
Yeah, and for veterans, that's important. For you to see it from a different perspective, a different viewpoint, what needs to be done. And yeah, there she is, stepping up her game.
Nice save there by Pineda. Oh, overshot. He was trying to go for a placement. But ito yun eh. Ito rin yung sinasabi ko eh. No court time for a long time. So yes, the dimensions really don't change, but your feel for the game sometimes hindi naman nawawala. As they say, muscle memory din yan. As Palomata puts it away, but
But
it
there's so
takes
many factors.
Right.
May movement in the court, and yeah, you're right, it doesn't change. But then you're now playing, you're moving in the court.
And you cannot manufacture intensity also from an opponent, even if there's no crowd in the case of right now, the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference, as we are now 13 serving 14. Galanza. Pineda dives. Phillips adjusts. Easy take for Gumabao. Back to Galanza. Morado. Run and gun for Panaga. But the point goes to the Lady Realtors. 14 all. Now the question is, this was where we were earlier at around midway of the first set. And then Creamline Cool Smashers, you know, went into another gear and had separation. Let's see what's going to happen here. Second set action between Creamline and the Lady Realtors of Sta.Lucia. Pineda and Orgullo loves the defensive effort. Phillips. Galanza cross court. The former Adamson standouts as Phillips goes down the line and they take the lead.
And you see if Phillips gets the right height of the set,
Right.
perfect timing. Look
Right.
at how she can really direct the ball. Look at that angle.
Credit also Pineda for that dig. It led to that play. From the back. Sabete could not keep it in play, so Valdez has been doing that many, many years. ties this match at 15 all. Look at the flight, the set, the finish. Exquisite. Somebody's calling out something. We heard that. And I think it was the side of Sta.Lucia. I don't know what it was.
Probably positioning.
Bobby Celso, yes.
Position, yeah, it's
there
position.
you go. Our lead referee, 16-15. Sta.Lucia in the lead. Jasper was the first player to get us going for the first ever professional volleyball league. Kala mo kung ano no?
I was like, my eyes were like, what is
Kala mo I was gonna go back to the 1950s or something like that. No. Jasmine was our
Well,
first
it is
server.
history.
It will be,
It
right?
will be history.
She was our first server. She was the one that got the league going back after, what, the last time anybody played competitive indoor volleyball was, I think, March 7 or March 8. When was the last time you did a coverage? Do you
Oh,
remember the
it
date?
was March. I forgot the date. It's March last year.
March 4 ako eh. March 4.
I think. Not sure what date exactly, but it was March.
16 all is our score. Phillips wide on that one.
These errors that aren't helping. You know that
Good
she started
idea, though.
getting down the line.
Yeah, yeah.
She got a point earlier with that, but the execution there is quite tricky.
I mean, I only say this as we are right now in the middle of this rally, and Sato giving them a 2-point lead, so that people do not take for granted the fact that we're actually playing volleyball. Well, they are. You and I are, team cozy here, watching in front of a big screen, but we're not taking this for granted because this is a moment that, volleyball has come back. Professional sports is back. The PBA is back. Now the PVL is back, so everything is here on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Boom Gonzalez and Ermulia Kanda as Jonas Sabete slides it wide. And now Cool Smashers again looking to separate 19-16 here in this second set.
And it's this point that, the Lady Realtors really need to focus on, because remember, going back to set number 1, there was that turning point where the Cool Smashers just never looked back until they hit that 24 point, and they couldn't close out that set. But of course, for Lady Realtors, you don't want to go back to that situation again.
And this is what great teams do. This is what champion teams do. They have gears. And the Cool Smashers, in set number 1 at the very least, went into a different gear towards the end, and they're trying to do it again. Sherwin Meneses, who is the interim head coach, sitting in for Tai Bundit. Risa Sato there, getting ready to block this offensive of the Lady Realtors. This set, this receive, a chance here for the Cool Smashers. Pineda gets a hand on it. Easy over. Morado. And it might have not been, yes, it's not ball over. Importante dito yung kapit ng Sta.Lucia, and Mika Reyes, even if she will not be credited with the block, the distraction at the very least for Risa Sato. Valdez checked. Valdez again. But this one will roll out. 2017.
It's the persistence that you need. Nakuha first try. Try again. Look at that rollout.
We haven't even seen, Tots Carlos yet here for the Cool Smashers.
So much more
Right.
to see, actually.
20 serving 17. Sabete receives. Phillips. Basang-basa, no?
Basang-basa, because you see that the first problem that they have really is the pass, and Sheng would have to find a way, just to set it up. Pero kitang-kita na nakapwesto na yung blockers on the side of Creamline.
And you know where that started? That started with that great serve by Gia Morado. She's always been known to be a great server. It's hard to read, and she keeps going to Jonas Sabete, if you notice. They're challenging her receiving skills. one is sailing out though, so the Lady Realtors still in it. 18 will be serving 21. They look like they're in shape though. I mean, the players in general, right? And
Which is very good.
I mean, just from an individual standpoint, they look like they're in good condition. Playing condition is a different thing, but at least the optics.
Yes, they've done their homework throughout this
throughout,
pandemic. Yeah.
Like my partner, Andrea Mulyakanda, has done also. Let me
Yes,
just
you gotta keep
mention
fit.
that. Showing the guns here in the studio at One Sports as Mitch Kumabao flexing there for the 4-point lead, 20-18. The first time, Jovi Prado, who has joined the Sta.Lucia Lady Realtors.
Yeah, and it's the first pass that's missing here for the Lady Realtors.
Is there any other, name me a lefty hitter that is better than Aiza in recent memory? Sabihin na natin, in the last, decade or more, 15 years.
You know, I don't
Can
mean
you?
any disrespect because there is, but Pontillas has always been a household name when you talk about
Lefty hitters, no?
Yeah. So again, no disrespect to the players, but
No.
for the longest time, and you know how she has also embraced her age. She's been playing for a long time, and
Oh,
yet
yes.
you see that, you know, the condition
That's another point.
it's still there. Kaya pang sumabay.
That's an ace. Yeah, it is. And it's a good one from Glo Troncoso. Ganda ng hugot ni Coach Orculio dun ah. It's no disrespect. We're just saying because she is so big-medaled and achieved so much individually and
And you know, Boom, if you look at her, nothing fancy, no superstar
Never,
moves, but she
never.
is very efficient. And that's
Never.
what I love about her.
never. She has, I remember in college I used to call her like, you know, a silent killer.
Because she is. Every time you give her, if you need a point, she'll always be there to deliver it for UST.
Well, they need it right now because they're behind by 22-20. It's been a team effort in the meantime for the Creamline Cool Smashers. We have Janet Managa's doing well, Gemma Galanza's doing well, Gia Morada's been serving well, and Eliza Valdez is just providing and picking her spots. That is, by the way, her phrase. She says she's at the point in her career that she's very happy she's surrounded by so many players now that she can pick her spots now on offense. That's what she said. Talking about Baldo. Eliza Valdez. Troncoso continues to serve now. 20, serving 22. Kumabaw. It's a good timeout.
Yeah, and it's so much power on that attack. And sometimes that's all you need. You need that timeout to get everybody composed.
Sato will serve. They're 2 points away from pocketing the second set. Cheng opens up. Set point for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Coach Orculio will call a timeout to try to kill the momentum of the defending champions. And remember, they won the first set, so Coach Orculio naghahanap not only for momentum, but like a combination that will work. Yung napapansin mo, no, na kanina, first set, dulo, pinasok niya si Balualwa sa dulo to try to change it up. Ito, pinasok niya si Jovi Prado sa dulo. But they're still not getting that end game or end set push.
And, you know, at the start of the game, that was one thing that we mentioned. No? It's about chemistry. And I guess here in the second set, it's trying who could make that difference, you know, from the roster.
5 points, 5 attacks. It's Kumaba, who said she cannot believe she's doing twice a day workouts again, like she is back in college. But look at where it's, you know, it's leading them at.
Conditioning is very important. You know, if you follow their social media, you'll see that all they do is train.
Right. Somebody touched the net, so that's a point. Good timeout, good rally. Coach Orculio gets this one. Panaga will be called. We haven't gotten a lot of net calls today, right? Which is great.
Which is good. So other errors is what we've seen at least so far in this match. But we're back in the same situation.
Right,
24-21. Creamline trying to close out the set.
And they do. It is Gemma Galanza Realtors. The 2019 Open Conference MVP gives them a 2-sets-to-love lead.